Okay, welcome back to another food and conversation. It is dinner time. I've had a really good day today. Went over to the train yard. It's the first time I've been there for a while, and got to see some pretty good train action. My arthritis is feeling really good. My ankle, especially, is no worse than it was this morning, so I'm really glad. And I took some ibuprofen at bedtime last night, but I haven't had any today, and I don't think I'll have to take any tonight. The temperature is just still at 59 degrees for a high temperature so far, and it's about 66 in here, running 8 lamps with each a 4-watt light bulb in them, and it's just keeping it warm enough in here that I don't have to even worry about heating it up. So it's good. All right, what do we got for dinner tonight? I have got a grilled sandwich on rye. And right now the name of this sandwich escapes me. Ugh, perfect timing. It is a patty melt. Okay, it's a patty melt on grilled rye bread with some cheddar cheese. One of the rare occasions I'll be having cheddar cheese. I have a 3-to-1 hamburger patty. That means out of 1 pound of hamburger, you get 3 patties. So it's a pretty big patty. And then there's lots and lots of green onions on there. And not green onions, grilled onions. Lots and lots of grilled onions on there. And I usually buy, whenever I buy onions, instead of yellow or white onions, I buy sweet onions. And they seem to just have a little bit better flavor. So this is going to be my whole dinner here tonight. I'm not going to have chips or French fries or potato salad or even a salad with this. This is plenty of food. All right, so we're going to continue with Bonanza Blood on the Land. And this is with one of my favorite actors, Everett Sloane. So let's go ahead and get it started.
Fly paper? No, we're gonna have to spread out the steak spread.
Volume down a little bit.
Us.
So I got curious before I start eating away here. I got curious about how I knew that Everett Sloane had died of suicide, and very sad. But I looked it up, and he died at 55 years old. He took barbiturates. I believe it even said like 12 or 15 or something, maybe 24 barbiturates, and this was in 1965, so this would have been 2 years after his appearance with Jerry Lewis in one of my favorite movies. That's A Disorderly Orderly. And the reason he decided to take his own life is he had glaucoma, and he was facing losing his eyesight due to glaucoma. And incidentally, my mother had glaucoma, and she ultimately ended up blind in the last year of her life because of it. And my older brother was diagnosed with glaucoma, and he's passed away, of course. And now I imagine I'm going to have to get examined for that. So I guess it would be a good idea. I don't know. So anyway, let's forget about the bad news and get on to some good old Bonanza.
On the left side. Adam and I will ride straight in.
And eat our delicious patty melt. I haven't had one of these for a long time.
Well, you could stand watching.
And this is going to be what I'm going to consider
Oh, you could pin them down.
a treat food or a specialty food that I won't be eating regularly. Just every now and then. So, yeah.
We're not willing to fight to hold on to it. We might as well
Oh, that's good. I love grilled sandwiches. But now I consider them a treat, so they will be far and few between. Oh, that's delicious.
Take your men and move them out into the open.
What for, Jeff?
Great combination there.
Cart rights right here.
Just do like I say. Take those men and move them out in the open.
But Jeff, them cart rights will be sitting ducks from here.
Those grilled onions are great.
I don't want to wipe them out. Well, maybe just miss wiping them out. I just want one of them Cartwrights alive. Now you take those men and move them out in the open where they can be seen.
So apparently,
We're riding slow.
Everett Sloan was also in Citizen Kane, which is a movie that I've seen some of. It's a movie that I just could not follow.
Don't fire. I'll tell you when to shoot. You hold
I don't own it, but I've seen.
the first one.
I rented it, I guess, on VCH or VHS, or maybe it's a DVD,
I hear you, Cartwright.
but I don't own it.
My son and I are coming in there.
But I watched part of it. I mean, a good part of it, and I just couldn't figure out the storyline. But apparently, Mr. Sloan is in that. Wow, this is very delicious.
I ain't going.
Drummond, I ought to let you and your sheep starve.
Looks like I did work myself into a hole, kinda.
Now, Drummond, you broke your word to me. You're not going to break it again. I'm going to give you one last chance to get those sheep out of here.
Maybe we can make ourselves a little deal.
No deal, Drummond. Clear those sheep out.
He is playing
He don't give a man much space to twist in, does he?
a two-faced person here.
Now, either you get out, or you get starved out.
All right, boys. Put down your guns. I'll get the sheep out of here come morning.
You get your sheep out right now.
Sure beats me. Here you own half the world. And me, all I'm asking is the right to drive a few miserable sheep across the corner of your land. You'd think you could do a man that little good. You got a mighty unreasonable old man, boy.
Now, Drummond, get those sheep out now.
All right, boys, you got your orders.
I can't imagine how this is going to end.
Let's get those sheep out.
Hey, you look like a reasonable fella. Maybe we can make us a little deal.
You heard what my father said. All right, you men, let's get 'em moving.
Oh. He is quite the conniver, that's for sure. Take Adam hostage. Considering all the great big rocks in that countryside, my guess would be that that was filmed somewhere on Iverson Movie Ranch, east of LA,
Get off in there. I've got to get to him.
very near the Chatsworth area.
Yeah, Pa, I'm gonna try to make up along that
I've actually studied some of that area. The Lone Ranger
Got him in there, old mate.
Rock is in Chatsworth. on the Lower Iverson. We used to be Lower Iverson Movie Range. And you can go visit that today, where he, in the opening credits, he comes riding down and goes up on this little knoll and then rears a horseback. That's called the Lone Ranger Rock. That would have been 1950 when that was done. And like I said, it's still there today. Quite interesting, the Upper and Lower Iverson Movie Ranch.
You heard him. Drop it.
It's no longer a movie ranch, of course.
Make for that path behind you.
And very, very near where the movie ranch, or where the Lone Ranger Rock was at,
Billy, cut him down.
was the old Spawn Ranch, where
You're gonna kill me, ain't you?
the Manson family was hiding out in 1967 or 68.
Get out of the way. I can't just give me orders.
It's kind of interesting. And that place is all abandoned, but it's still there. All overgrown and all the rest. Let's turn you back over here so you can watch the commercial. Now,
Drop it down and put up your hands. All right. Now come on down here.
well, they got Adam.
Cartwright! Cartwright, can you hear me? You call your men off or I'll kill your boy right now.
Joe! Horse! Hold your fire!
All right, now clear out.
Still trapped in that hole, Drummond?
Am I? You got yourself an empire, ain't you, Mr. Cartwright? Is it worth your boy's life? Well, is it?
What do you want, Drummond?
You hear that, Billy boy? What I want, Mr. Cartwright? Ain't that what you said? Well, I'll tell you flat out. First off, I'm going to run my sheep across your land. And I'm going to graze them till they're full enough to bust. And your son is going to be with me every step of the way. And if you try stopping me, I'm going to put a bullet right in the
All
middle
right,
of your
just this
stomach.
much sandwich
A
left.
long ways to here, Mr. Cartwright.
This is very
Long
delicious.
ways and a lot of time. And if you've got any doubt about my meaning what I say, well, you just make your play.
Mm.
All right, Drummond. I can't stop you. But you listen to me, and you listen good. If you put a scratch on my boy, I'll fight you, and I'll kill you. If I have to follow you clear to hell.
Well, I'll tell you, the sweetness of those sweet onions
Gotta do something.
really comes out when you grill them.
Maybe Adam was right. Maybe we should have called the sheriff in the first place.
He was right.
And it takes the bite out of them a little bit.
My fault.
Paul,
Mm.
you know we don't blame you for nothing.
Well, I'm not going to get to finish this
I
today.
would have done the same thing.
I mean, the show.
That's right.
I made Adam do it my way. I let Drummond outsmart me.
Paul, you heard little Joe. Any of us
Maybe
would
we'll
say-
do a lunch tomorrow to finish this off.
Couldn't have done it any differently. Could just invite him in and ask him to make himself and his sheep at home in the best pasture.
For all we know, you couldn't do any such thing. Don't blame yourself.
Should have thrown him and his sheep right off the property right away. I was soft.
That is a really good sandwich.
Well, we've all learned our lesson. From now on, we'll know better than to try to fight this sort of thing ourselves. We'll go for a sheriff.
You mean from now on? The Cartwrights don't fight their own battles anymore? Is that what you're saying? From now on, whenever we get into any kind of trouble, we have to go begging for help?
Not begging, it ain't begging.
Well, then what is it if it isn't begging?
It's asking. It's asking like other folks do when their rights are violated, Paul. It's asking folks whose sworn duty it is to uphold the law to come and help us. Paul, is that what you always tried to teach us?
That is good.
Well, you know I've always wanted us to take care of our own troubles. But this
Just
time they've got to
one
happen.
little bite left.
I just don't think there's anything else we can do.
Yeah. No, you two settle up. Drive me down, tell the sheriff what's happened.
I think I can go first of all myself.
All right. Oh, that was good. That was very delicious. Well, comment down below if you have ever have had a patty melt sandwich. I like a patty melt. I like a Reuben sandwich, which is also on rye. I like what I call a San Francisco sandwich, which is a grilled roast beef on sourdough. And the roast beef is dipped in au jus, or beef broth. The French word is au jus. So that's 3 sandwiches there. A grilled ham and cheese is good. Oh, well, going back to the San Francisco, sourdough, cheddar cheese, the roast beef coming out of the au jus water, and the au jus broth, pardon me, and fresh cold tomatoes laid on it, just as it's put together. It's very delicious, and I have digestive problems there. And I like a grilled ham and cheese, and a grilled turkey. And I think that's about it. Pastrami Reuben, if I mentioned that, I should have, with lots of sauerkraut on there. Ugh, delicious sandwich. And I believe I have made all of those, except now we have the patty melt sandwich. So, alrighty, well, it's been a good day. Feel good, and hopefully tomorrow will be a good day. I might go for my walk in the morning, even though the train station won't be opened. I can still just walk over there just for the heck of it. And then Sunday, hopefully my little brother and I will be going on our little mine hike. I'm looking forward to going to this mine. I've never actually been to it, but I've been in the area. And we'll talk about that as we're driving up there. So that's going to be it for now. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.